Hello everyone. I wanted to take a moment to talk with you before this video starts. In April 2023, my mother passed. Every day she is still with me, and I still have a heavy heart, but it gets better, and her memory lives on. My mother was loved by all who knew her. She was a kind and caring woman who devoted her life to children, the church, and the choir. I would like to dedicate this video to her and her memory. She made me the man I am today. If you have lost a loved one in your life, know that you are not alone. Talk with the people you know. Talking about how you feel can be a big help. Sharing your memories and stories about the person you lost with friends, family, or even coworkers is a great way to process your grief. You might be surprised by how much better you feel after talking it out. Maybe visit a church and talk with the pastor or their helpers. You can seek out a counselor or therapist as well. There are apps that can help you through this hard time. You can choose one from this list or search for one in your preferred app store. If you are depressed and need immediate help, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-8255 or 911. We can get through this journey together. Thank you for your time, and I hope this video on the lighter side of grief motivates and helps you as much as it has helped me to make it.
Have you ever wondered how people find the strength to carry on after losing a loved one? It's a question that many of us have asked ourselves, perhaps in the quiet moments of solitude. Loss is a universal experience, one that transcends boundaries and borders. It's as integral to the human experience as joy, love, and wonder. And yet each loss we encounter is unique, as varied as the individuals who mourn. Grief is not a destination, dear listeners, but a journey. It's a process that ebbs and flows, a tide that can be as unpredictable as it is inevitable. And the emotions that accompany it, they're as diverse as the human heart. Anguish, longing, anger, even moments of unexpected happiness, all are part of this journey. Everyone grieves differently, but in every tear shed, in every sigh of longing, there's a testament to our capacity for love. Life, after all, is a series of losses and gains, and how we navigate these speaks volumes about our resilience. Let me tell you a tale. Not just any tale, but the story of a man named John who faced the greatest loss of his life. John was a man of simple pleasures. He found joy in the mundane, the everyday. His life was an ordinary one, filled with ordinary moments until the day he lost his beloved. It was an event that shook him to his core, a loss that would leave an indelible mark on his soul. The world as he knew it crumbled, shattered into a million pieces, leaving him in a darkness so profound, so consuming, that he thought he would never see the light again. John's journey into the abyss of grief was a harrowing one. He found himself wandering in a desolate landscape, grappling with emotions he had never encountered before. Anguish, despair, sorrow, they were his constant companions, shadows that followed him wherever he went. Days turned into weeks, then months, and John was still caught in the throes of his grief, adrift in a sea of pain and loneliness. Yet even in his darkest moments, John was not alone. His late partner had left behind a legacy of love and memories that were as tangible as they were intangible. They were reminders of a time when laughter filled their home, when joy was a constant companion. They were fragments of a love story that had been cut short, but they were also the building blocks of a new narrative that John was yet to write. And so, slowly but surely, John began to navigate his way through the labyrinth of his grief. He started to find solace in the shared memories, comfort in the reminders of their love. John began to understand that while his loved one was no longer physically present, their spirit lived on in the memories they had created together. And it was these memories that ignited a spark within him, a spark that would eventually become a beacon of hope in his darkest hour. John's journey was not a linear one. There were days when the pain was so overwhelming he felt as though he was drowning. But there were also days when he found himself smiling at a memory, feeling a warmth spread through his heart. It was a dance between sorrow and joy, a dance that was as complex as it was beautiful. And it was this dance that taught John a valuable lesson, that resilience was not about avoiding pain, but about learning to dance in the rain. As John delved deeper into his journey of healing, he discovered something extraordinary. he realized that he had the power to transform his pain into strength. His grief, while devastating, had also been a catalyst for profound growth. It had taught him about the depths of his resilience, about the strength of the human spirit. John discovered that he was not defined by his loss, but by how he chose to respond to it. John's story is one of resilience and courage, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human heart. It is a story that reminds us that even in the face of profound loss, we have the power to rise, to heal, to find strength in the most unlikely of places. John discovered that the power to move forward was within him all along. He realized that his beloved had never really left him. They lived on in his heart, in the memories they had created together, in the love that was still very much alive. And it was this love, this connection, that gave John the strength to carry on, to continue writing his own story. A story that was now colored by loss, but also by resilience, by love, and by hope. John discovered that the power to move forward was within him all along. John realized that the pain of loss also carries a profound gift memory. Now let's paint a picture here. Imagine, if you will, a man named John. John had been grappling with the loss of a cherished loved one. In the beginning, he was engulfed in a sea of sorrow, unable to see the shore. He feared memories, for they were painful reminders of what he had lost. But as time passed, he began to view them differently. You see, John realized that memories were not the enemy. Instead, they were precious keepsakes, fragments of the past filled with love, laughter, and shared moments of joy. His memories became a comfort blanket, keeping him warm on the coldest nights. They were his personal time machine, allowing him to revisit those cherished moments, to see the smile of his loved one, to hear their laughter ring through the silence. John discovered that memories were not just echoes from the past, but also bridges to the future. They reminded him of the love that still existed, the bonds that death could not sever. They reminded him of the strength and resilience he possessed, the strength that his loved one had always admired in him. The importance of remembering our loved ones cannot be overstated. These memories serve as gentle reminders that love is eternal, that it transcends the physical world. They allow us to keep our loved ones close, even when they are no longer with us in person. They remind us that we carry within us a part of those we have lost, a part that continues to live and love. Cherishing these memories aids in the healing process. It allows us to honor our loved ones, to celebrate their lives, to acknowledge the impact they had on us. It helps us to understand that death is not an end, but a transition, a change in the form of the relationship. Memories, John found, were not anchors but sails guiding him towards a new dawn. They propelled him forward, reminding him of the love that still existed, the love that would always exist. And with that understanding, John found the strength to embrace life once more, to live and love again. Grief didn't break John. It did something far more profound. It transformed him. John was just like you and me. He loved deeply, he laughed heartily, and yes, he grieved profoundly. When he lost someone dear to him, it wasn't a mere stumble in life's journey. It was a plunge into an abyss of sorrow. But here's the thing about John. He didn't stay down there. John learned that strength isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about dancing in the rain. It's not about hiding from the waves. It's about learning to surf them. It's not about evading the darkness. It's about kindling a light within it. Grief didn't make John a fortress, impervious to pain. No, it made him a lighthouse, a beacon of hope amidst the raging storm. He learned to embrace his grief, to cradle it, to understand it. He allowed it to wash over him, to soak him, to change him, and in doing so, he discovered a strength he didn't know he possessed. The metamorphosis wasn't immediate. It was a process, a journey. There were days when the sorrow was so overwhelming it felt like he was drowning. But each time he chose to swim. He chose to keep going. He chose life. And with each choice, he became a little stronger, a little braver, a little more resilient. John became a source of strength for others. His transformation inspired those around him. They saw his sorrow, his struggle, but more importantly, they saw his strength. His courage to carry on gave them the belief that they too could navigate their own storms. In the face of grief, John found his true strength. Not a hard, unyielding strength, but a flexible, resilient one. a strength that bends but doesn't break, a strength that absorbs the blows but doesn't shatter, a strength that comes from deep within, from the very core of his being. In the heart of his sorrow, John found a strength he never knew he had. So, what can we learn from John's journey? In the wake of loss, we've seen that grief isn't a one-size-fits-all experience. It's a process, an individual journey filled with peaks and valleys. Yet, within this journey, there lies a profound opportunity for growth and transformation. We've also seen the immense power of memories. These are not mere echoes of the past, but vivid reminders of the love shared, the laughter enjoyed, the tears shed. They serve as a testament to the enduring bond between two souls long after one has departed. And then there's the strength to carry on. It's not about forgetting or replacing, but about honoring our lost ones by living our lives with purpose and joy. This strength, much like a phoenix rising from the ashes, emerges from the depths of our grief. Remember, in the face of loss, you are not alone, and like John, you too have the strength to carry on. Thank you for watching Carrying On, a journey through grief and loss. We hope that John's story has touched you, inspired you, and even offered some guidance. If you found value in this journey, we urge you to share it. Share it with your friends, your family, or anyone who might be navigating the labyrinth of loss. Let's spread the message that in the face of grief, we are not alone. We are resilient. We are strong. We can carry on. We invite you to join the conversation. Do share your thoughts, your stories, your lessons learned in the comment section below. Your words could be the beacon of hope for someone stumbling in the dark. And if you wish to accompany us on more such journeys, do hit the subscribe button. We bring to you stories of courage, resilience, and hope from all walks of life. So stay tuned for more. Remember, in this shared journey of life, we are all in this together.